Have you ever met a woman and felt like you just couldn't crack the code? You dressed well, you said all the right things. Maybe you even tried to show how successful or kind you are. But something just didn't click. Here's the truth that most men don't hear often enough. Attraction isn't about what you own, how you look, or even how clever your words sound. It's about something far simpler and far more powerful. There are 3 words, just 3, that can shift the entire energy between you and a woman. Not because they're magical, but because they speak directly to something much deeper, the psychology of connection, clarity, and leadership. When used right, these words spark instinctive attraction, not forced, not fake, just real. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those 3 words are. I'll explain why they work, not just from experience, but from the psychology behind how women respond to emotional clarity. And, more importantly, I'll show you when to say them, how to deliver them with confidence, and why they separate you from the average man. Stick with me, because after this, you may never struggle with attraction or self-expression the same way again. Common mistakes in attracting women. Let's be honest, most men trying to impress women are playing the wrong game. They think attraction is about big gestures, flashy dinners, pricey gifts, flexing status, showing off the car, the watch, the lifestyle. Or worse, trying to say the right things, asking vague, empty questions like, "So, what would you like to do?" Hoping something sticks. But here's the hard truth. That kind of energy doesn't come off as confident. It comes off as insecure. Women can sense it instantly. When a man feels like he has to prove himself through stuff or perfection, what he's really saying is, "I'm not enough on my own." And nothing kills attraction faster than indecisiveness and self-doubt dressed up as niceness. So what actually works? What really draws a woman in, often without her even realizing it? It's not perfection, it's presence. It's not performance, it's certainty. It's not trying to impress. It's showing authentic leadership. Women are naturally drawn to men who are clear about what they want, who don't ask for permission to lead, and who are comfortable in their own skin. So if you've been trying hard and still getting nowhere, maybe it's time to stop trying to impress and start learning to express, because at the end of the day, it's not about being perfect, it's about being real and leading with clarity. The 3 words. So, what are the 3 words that shift everything, you and me? That's it. Simple? Yes. But don't let that simplicity fool you, because these 3 words carry real weight when spoken with intention. Think about it. When you say, "you and me," you're not just stringing together words, you're framing a reality, one where it's not just you, and not just her. It's both of you, together. That changes the entire dynamic. You and me says, "I'm clear about what I want. So I'm not here to dance around the point. I'm not afraid to lead this moment." It doesn't come from a place of arrogance. It comes from certainty. And certainty, in a world full of indecision, is deeply attractive. These words do something most men never manage. They eliminate hesitation. They invite connection. They make it feel like there's already a shared path, a story beginning to unfold, and that's the key. When a woman hears "you and me" from a man who means it, it doesn't sound like a pickup line, it sounds like possibility. That's the difference between blending in and standing out, between being forgettable and becoming magnetic. The 4 pillars behind "you and me." So why does "you and me" work so well? It's not just the words, it's the weight they carry. Behind that short phrase are 4 powerful pillars, psychological foundations that quietly speak to everything a woman is truly looking for in a man. Let's break them down. Interest, but not the needy kind. "You and me" shows genuine curiosity. It's not desperate, it's not overcompensating. It's just honest attention, like saying, "I see you, I'm present with you." And in a world full of distraction, presence is rare and magnetic. Respect. Real connection starts here. When you use "you and me," you're saying, "You matter enough for me to include you in my world." It's subtle, but it tells her you value her time, her energy, her existence. That's not something most men express directly, and it stands out. Attraction, not forced charm, confidence. "You and me" exudes quiet confidence. You're not tiptoeing, you're not second-guessing. You're making a move, but with calm, grounded energy. That energy creates the space where attraction naturally grows. Initiative, leadership without ego. These words show you're willing to take the first step. You're not waiting to be chosen, you're choosing. And that sense of direction? That's deeply attractive. Together, these four elements turn a simple phrase into a statement of intention, presence, and power. And when a man can live from that place, not just say it, but embody it, everything starts to shift. How to use you and me in real situations. Knowing the power of you and me is one thing. Using it in real life is where the real transformation happens, because the truth is, most men either overthink what to say or don't say anything at all. They miss the moment. They wait too long. Or they choose words that feel safe but say nothing. That's why I want to show you how to actually use you and me in everyday situations, naturally, confidently, without sounding forced. Let's start simple, beginning a conversation. You meet someone, you feel a spark. Don't hide behind small talk. Try this. You and me should get to know each other better. Or, you and me can talk about this later. It's bold, but not pushy. It opens a door without demanding anything, and that alone makes you different. Next, asking her out. Too many guys say things like, if you want, or maybe we could. But those words feel uncertain, and uncertainty doesn't create attraction. Instead, say, you and me are going out Saturday night. You and me should grab dinner this weekend. It's confident, it's clear, it gives direction, but still invites her in. And finally, deepening a relationship. Even if you've been dating for a while, these words still work. You and me are going to plan something special. You and me need a weekend getaway. It shows you're not passive. You're building the story together. Because at the end of the day, you and me isn't just a phrase. It's a mindset, a way of speaking from clarity instead of fear, and when you do that, everything changes. How to deliver you and me effectively. Now you know the words, you've seen how they work. But here's the catch. How you say you and me matters just as much as what you say. Because in the world of human connection, delivery is everything. You could have the perfect line, but if it's said with shaky energy, awkward posture, or forced enthusiasm, it loses its power. So let's talk about how to own it. First, say it with confidence, not arrogance. There's a big difference between being sure of yourself and trying to prove yourself. When you say you and me, it should come from a grounded place. No flexing, no forcing, just steady energy that says, I mean this, and I'm okay if it lands or if it doesn't. Second, keep it natural. Don't rehearse the line in your head 100 times. Women can feel when something's overly polished, it doesn't feel real. Let it flow, like you're just following the rhythm of the moment. Third, make eye contact, not a stare, not a challenge, just a calm look that says, I see you. In a world of scrolling and avoiding, eye contact is magnetic. And finally, watch your body language. Relax your shoulders. Keep your posture upright but easy. Be present in your body. The more grounded you feel, the more confident you'll come across without even saying a word. Because remember, you and me isn't a line. It's a reflection of how you carry yourself, on the outside and on the inside. Why these words work psychologically? Let's take a step back and ask, why do these three simple words, you and me, have such a powerful effect? It's not magic, it's psychology. And more than that, it's human nature. See, when you say you and me with clarity and intention, it triggers something primal. It creates an instant sense of intimacy, like there's already a bridge between you and her, a shared space, a possibility. That phrase quietly removes doubt. It says, I know what I want. No guessing, no tiptoeing, no passive maybe this will work energy. And here's the thing. Confidence is the root of attraction, it always has been. But not the loud kind, not ego-driven, the kind that's calm, steady, and unapologetic. That's what you and me projects. Not a performance, not a chase, just presence with purpose. Now contrast that with what most men do. They hesitate, they overthink, they play it safe, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect line. And what happens? They blend into the background. The interaction becomes forgettable, and the connection never gets a chance to grow. But when you speak with clarity, when your energy says, "I'm not afraid to be real with you," that's when she feels something shift, because you're no longer just another man trying. You're a man who's already chosen. Your challenge: try you and me today. Now I want to invite you into something simple but powerful. A challenge, not the kind you see online just to go viral, but the kind that quietly shifts how you move through the world. Today, I challenge you to use you and me 3 times intentionally. Not as a trick, not as a gimmick, but as a reflection of presence, clarity, and confidence. Start with something low pressure. With a coworker, you and me can solve this together. It builds trust, it shows leadership, it turns a task into teamwork. Next, bring it into your personal life. With a friend, you and me need to catch up. So simple. But it says, "I value you, I see the gap." Let's close it, and then if you're feeling it, go a little deeper. With someone you're interested in, you and me should meet for coffee. Yes, it's direct, yes, it's a little vulnerable, but that's exactly what makes it real and memorable. And here's the beauty of this exercise. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. Not just in your speech, but in how you think. You'll start showing up in life with more clarity, more intention, and less hesitation. Try it, just today, 3 times. See how people respond. See how you respond. Because sometimes changing how we speak is the first step toward changing who we become. Final thoughts. The transformation begins within. So here we are at the end of this journey, but really, this is just the beginning. Because you and me isn't just a phrase. It's a mindset. It's a way of showing up in the world. With more clarity, more confidence, and more authenticity. It's not about sounding smooth. It's not about saying the right thing. It's about choosing to speak with intention. And when you practice this, when you really live it, you'll notice something powerful. People respond to you differently. Women notice you. Friends trust you more. Even strangers feel something different in your presence, because most people are just waiting for someone to be real with them. And that's what you and me does. It says, "I'm here, I'm clear. And I'm not afraid to connect." So let this phrase be more than just a tool. Let it become a part of who you are. If this video helped shift something for you, even a little, then do me a favor. Like the video, drop a comment, share your thoughts or stories. Subscribe for more insights on how to grow into the kind of man you were meant to be. Until next time, stay grounded, stay real, and keep showing up with heart.